Gold can be a very difficult market to navigate, and if you don't know what you're doing, it's really easy to lose a whole bunch of money. So that's why in this video, we're going to go over my game plan for this upcoming week on gold. We're going to talk about my entries, my exits, my profit targets, and some of the zones that I'll be looking at inside of this market to potentially take trades from. I'll also show you the setup that I'm focused on for this upcoming week. So make sure you stay into the end because there's going to be so many things in this video that you're going to take away and be able to apply to your own trading in order to help you get on the path of consistent profitability. Now, jumping right into this market, we can see that this market is pretty much in a consolidation right now. So let's just go ahead and start on the weekly time frame like we normally do. Let me get rid of all of these drawings and we're going to start fresh for this week. So if we look at this market has been insanely bullish pretty much week after week. This looks like almost 2 months of data where basically the market has been bullish and it's been making all-time highs. It made another all-time high this week. So will it make another all-time high next week? We don't know, but what we can do is we can mark off potential trading zones for us inside of this market. If you are tired of missing out on gold, in this blueprint, you're going to get an easy to follow profitable gold trading table, as well as profitable entry levels and strategies. If you've tried to decode things like FOMC, geopolitical events, you may have tried without much success. And in this blueprint, you're also going to master simple strategies that the big players like banks and institutions follow, and then also be able to spot profitable opportunities so that way you could avoid some of the common traps that other traders fall into. And then, of course, you're going to save hours of research with a clear and actionable plan inside of the gold market. Just take a look at what some people are saying about this. So go ahead and grab your copy of the Profitable Gold Market Blueprint today. So the first thing I'm going to do is mark off the very top of this market right here. So the very top of this market is now, let me make that thinner, is now about, actually it's sitting at 29.54, really close to 29.50. And the market could potentially go up higher. We don't know. So we're just marking it off. So this is all I'm going to mark off on the weekly. We just don't have really anything to go from. So let's just go to the daily. And now if we look on the daily time frame, we can clearly see that there are some levels of market structure that we could potentially use in order to help us guide our trading. So I'm just going to make this level just a little slimmer now that it's on the daily. All right, so just about there. All right, cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clone this level. And the first level that I'm going to mark off is actually going to be, let me make this a little bit even. It's going to be around the 28.80 level, mainly because we have a whole bunch of rejections here. So the next level I'm going to mark off is right here at about 28.50. Actually, let me move this down just a little bit. So about 28.54, 28.55, that's going to be that level. And then I'll probably draw another level, but not on this time frame. Let's go down to the H4 time frame. All right, so now we can clearly see all this consolidation that's happening right here. Another level that I clearly see on this time frame is right here that I want to draw. This is going to be at about 29.24, 29.25. And before I move any further, I like to just check and make sure that the levels that I drew on the prior time frame are aligned. So this is the very top, no issues there. Drew another level right here that is looking great for right now. And then this level right here, roughly at 28.55, still is looking good. So this is a really big zone, and I like to have tradable zones based on my trading plan. So if your trading plan allows maybe 100 pips, 200 pips, then of course you can have wider zones. But if it's more on the scalping side where you're basically looking for maybe 20 pips, 30 pips, then that could be something that you adjust as well. So I'm drawing this other level right here at 29.08 roughly. And that actually looks really good to me. There's actually another level right here, but I don't think there's enough range here. Let me measure this and move on. That's 129. That's actually pretty decent. So I just like to measure just to make sure I'm not just drawing levels that don't make sense. So I drew this other level right here at 28.95. So that's going to be it. This range right here, if we look at this is like 250 pips. That is a perfect range for me and what I look for sure. And then now looking at this, I think I want to draw another level. So let me just take this right here. Actually right here, but let me make sure it's enough range. And then I'll tell you what the value is if you can't see it. So here, it's 137, so that's actually really decent. And then this wick right there, up to 210. So that's actually great. So this new level is now at 28.41 at the moment. Let's go down to the H2 time frame to see if we need to make some adjustments. So now that I have more data, this level that I drew, I'm going to move it down just a little bit. And this is actually going to be sitting at 29, roughly 22 at the moment. And then this other level still looks great, so not touching that. This other level still looks great, not touching that. This also looks great, not touching that. So let's go over to the left and see our market structure. So now we actually have really good zones here. I'm not really touching it. And then this new level that we just drew on the last time frame, just moving it down just a little bit. So now this is sitting at 28.40 on my chart. So let's go to H1. And before we get into our game plan for the upcoming week, let's go ahead and look at these levels. Okay, so these are perfect levels to me. This is still looking good, looking good. I see I could move this down just a little bit. It's just more preference. It's still basically sitting in the same zone, 28.95. And then this right here, I actually do want to move this level down. So that way these two supports are sitting on top of the level. It's just a personal preference. So right here, we're sitting at 28.77. That is looking great. Still looking great right here. And we're focused on more recent price action. So right now, this is still looking good. This is looking good. I am building another community on School called the Consistent Profitable Traders. This is a group that is free to join. Basically, I envision having conversations about price action trading, and I do have some things in the classroom here. There will be more educational resources inside of the classroom very soon. And every month, I will have a monthly call where I'll answer questions that you may have about trading profitably. So go ahead and check out Consistent Profitable Traders on School. The link will be in the description box below. So I think I really like these levels. So the fact that we made an all-time high inside of the market once again this past week can make it a little bit interesting in terms of knowing where the market could potentially go to. When I'm looking at my game plan for this upcoming week, basically I would want to see continued buys up above this level here, roughly at 29.42. And if you place it, at the wicks, these are really short wicks, that could possibly be fine, or at the bodies, that's fine. It really doesn't matter, not all that much, but I really like this level right here. And then I'm looking for price to basically stay inside of this range. I wanted to break out, so I wanted to come up above here. That level again is 29.41 or 42. It's really close to that. And then here is a nice support level here at 29.32. So I like this level. So basically I'm looking for buys up above here. I wouldn't be interested in shorts until possibly below this level. So below this level at 29.22. And then it's a little bit tricky still because there are some wicks in this area where price could potentially bounce off of one of these levels and then continue to go up. I would be looking for a sell all the way down to roughly 29.08. I would actually be more interested in sells actually in this area right here below this level. So let me just clone this. I would be interested in sells to here. Let me scoot in. Oh yeah, here, this is a really strong support. And then this level here, that would be pretty much my second idea for a short right there. So basically below here, this is where I'd be looking mostly for my short idea. I mean, yeah, right in here could work. It's just not something that I want to try, especially because we have these wicks. So on the upside though, what I'd be looking for is for price. Once I get some sort of signal above here, then I would want to aim for the previous highs, so right over here, and that's 126 pips. And then because we do have an all-time high inside of the market, what I would want to do in order to gauge where price could potentially go is I would actually shrink in my chart a bit. And then I would use my Fibonacci retracement tool. And this is kind of an approximation. So I'm going to use this low right here, roughly here. And then I'm going to use this high right here. And then let me zoom in so we can all see the levels. So basically just using the Fibonacci retracement tool as a projection as to where price could potentially go. So based on this, I would have a level right here at 29.76, and then I would have a second level right here roughly at 3,000. That's exciting. So this will be my two levels in terms of if price was to continue to push up. So this is basically my setup that I'm looking for this upcoming week. And if you found this helpful, then go ahead and comment. So if you found this helpful and you are with me currently inside of this video, then go ahead and comment the letters ATH. That stands for all-time high, especially because gold is continuing to make all-time highs week after week. And then also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe, and then also like this channel for the algorithm so that way more people can find this video and I can continue to make these videos every single week. See you next time.